everyone. Welcome to another Let's Play. How interesting. My goodness. Hints by mail. My goodness. Oh my goodness. I was wondering if the instructions would have... I cannot find... I'm jumping ahead. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Let's Play of Quest for Glory 3. My name is Anna Mardal. Now, back to what I was saying. I cannot find a way to access the magic with a keyboard. Which is so annoying. I cannot tell you how frustrated I am about that. I'm very frustrated. It's gonna be okay. It's all good. We're gonna greet the nice man, and then we're gonna say goodbye to the nice man, and then we're gonna walk into the jungle. We are going to go visit the magic tree. And we're gonna see how much annoyance I can withstand before I get fed up. The goal today is to max out our magic skill. Let the record show it is day 11. What is it? What's coming for us? Is it an ant? It is an ant. We don't need any ants. No ants for us. No giant ants in the jungle, please. Alright, here we go. We have 261 magic, and we are going to try to max that out. This is a grind video. And I have a kitten in my arms, and I have a leftover dinner heating up, and at some point I will pause the game and end the video and go get some dinner, so things could not be nicer right now. We're just going to cast it until it says you don't have any more. What happens if we turn the volume all the way down? So that proves my theory that the magic, it was so loud, is disconnected from the music. Don't kick the microphone, baby. You do not have enough magic points. So we went up 16 points in Flame Dart. It was 230. And we went up 3 points in magic. Oh God, kill me right now. Don't do that. Don't kill me. No. You need mommy to open cans of cat food, don't you? Yes, you do. And who would pet you and tell you what a perfect baby you are? Who would tell you what a perfect baby you are? What I'm hoping will not happen is I'm hoping we don't experience the freeze issues that we experienced before. Why is that happening? It's like loading the area is too complicated for it at first. Now we get to see the, it's like so cool, wow man. Yes. So cool, wow man indeed. Cool and wow. Alright, now we're going to walk down. And it really is a shame that we can't just click down here and from the get-go, but we got down with the minimum of fuss. Yes, you like fuss. You're the fussiest fusser in the whole fussy world. And we're going to go back into the jungle. And we are at 264. And 246 skills. Flame dart. So we're just going to flame our little hearts out. Looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening. We need some hot stuff, baby, tonight. It's funny that if you leave your tinder, if you leave a campfire burning in the morning and don't put it out, you get a little Smokey the Bear is very disappointed in you warning. But he apparently has no problem with us flinging fireball spells all over the jungle. So from that, we must assume that Smokey the Bear understands our plight as a magic user grinding our spells. He must be a wizard as well. It's the only thing that makes sense. My hope is, and it's a vain hope, that since Flame is a higher ranked skill, it started in 200 and we're surely in the high 200s now, 267, that hopefully the higher the spell is, the more that practicing it gets you magic points, maybe? I really don't have anything to hang that on. 275. So that went up from, what was it, 267 or something? So, so we went up another 3 points. So we, at this rate, if we're going 3 points per visit to the World Tree, we'll need to do this 11 more times. Fun. And it's taking us, what, about 2 minutes to do the spells, and let's say another minute to go up to the World Tree and back. So, let's say 3 minutes for the whole kit and caboodle. And we need to do it 11 times, I said. Did I say 11 times? Yes. Oh, it's stuck. Come on, baby. Come on, you can do it. You're ruining my timing. There we go. So, 3 times 11 would be 33. So, in theory, we will have mastered magic in 33 minutes. That's probably a lowball estimate because... well, we keep getting this weird crouchy hang when we come to this waterfall place, which is very vexing, I must say. I don't like that at all. Maybe if I turn the detail all the way down, but we did that before and it didn't help. So it's probably less a visual hang and some kind of audio hang, because the waterfall music is, I'm guessing, unhappy. I can't prove it, I don't know. So here we go, 67. If my theory is right, we should get it up to 70. Could sing with the cat. They were very proud of this new interface, but it actually kind of sucks compared to in Westward category 1 and 2, I could open the inventory and see all my spells by name without having to guess what these are, and I could see their power levels right there beside each other. Whereas here, if I want to look at them, I have to click the icon and I have to look at them all, each and every one of them individually to find whichever one has the lowest if I wanted to grind the lowest. Which is just like, no. It's a very good example of how better graphics actually screwed up the GUI because... Okay, oh, 295, come on. Oh, so we actually went up 5 points. Nice. Well, that's an improvement over my estimate because I was expecting 3. I was expecting 3 points and we got 5 points. This is like that time when I thought we'd get 2 royals and we got 3 royals. That was a good time. Do you remember that time? Very excellent time. Okay, now we're gonna have to have some kind of... There you go. Get unstuck. Come on, no, don't get stuck again. Come on. There's a good boy. Okay, go up and see the light, cool, totally whatever, man. Why would they repeat that every time? Why? I mean... Did not someone point out just even how easy it is to accidentally walk back inside because clicking is so much less clear than using the arrow keys, which I really very much miss, not to beat that dead horse. Give me my keyboard back, you jerks. But nobody pointed out that would get old. Here's a hilariously overwrought description with a hilarious understatement stuck to the end, plus it's with a California-like slang, so it's automatically funny. It's not automatically funny, it just made it look dated, to be honest. It's a lot lighter out here than I would have expected. Something else kind of interesting, at least to me, is apparently the jungle is safe as long as we were the ones who... Okay, open, detect, trigger, dazzle, zap, levitate, force, fetch, flame, calm. Well, let's use force. Apparently the jungle is safe as long as it was our idea to come in here and we weren't brought in here by a combat encounter. Which is different from Quest for Glory 2, where we literally could stand around in the desert and stuff would show up to attack us. I kind of liked that because it conveyed a more living, breathing world than the static Quest for Glory 1 and now Quest for Glory 3, where as long as you sit still in the forest and don't change screens, then nothing will come at you. Whereas in Quest for Glory 2, it was like, no, shit will come at you because the deserts are endless and contiguous. They're not actually separate screens. It kind of made it feel like everything was homing beaconing in on your hero, and I liked that. I am actually kind of disappointed that we're not seeing it here. But I guess it makes the grinding go faster, so I should not complain. 226. Cross our fingers. Okay, we went up 3 points. That is well within my calculations. I need to keep an eye on the time. Because I have food in the oven. And I didn't set a timer because I'm not quite sure how long it needs to go for. Leftovers are tricky like that. But it was in the fridge to start with, so... Oh, good, a bug. A buggy bug. There we go. It's in the fridge to start with, so it's pretty cold. I think it'll take a while to heat up all the way through. Casseroles are tricky. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You have to guess how cold they were and how thick they are and how long it'll take the heat to get all the way through. And, of course, the fact that my oven doesn't really work doesn't help. I was gonna ask my husband if we could try to budget for a new oven for Christmas. Because this one doesn't really work. It says it's at 350, but it is not. But it's not at 350 in like a repeatable way where you can be like, aha, the trick is to set it on 375 or something. No, if you set it on 375, then it'll go to like 380 and burn. But if you set it on 350, it'll go to like 325 and everything will come out undercooked. And you can't make any kind of pastries or breads or anything because you need those to be an exact temperature. Oh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. But it should be able to heat up a casserole. It'll just take longer. It'll just take longer and you need to be patient. Through the mirror of my mind, time after time, I see reflections of you and me. Did you like that one? You're not sure if you like songs. That's okay. Sometimes he sings with me. Or he yells at me to shut up. I'm not actually able to say so which. Getting tired. Ooh, whoops, did not mean to do that. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. I don't want to use the Dazzle spell because I don't want to give anyone a seizure. I don't know if I need to warn for that or not. I think just that one flash probably shouldn't hurt anybody. God, I don't know. I better take a note of that. Hold on. And I think we used... Did we use Dazzle on the previous video? I think we did, but I don't remember which one. Not enough magic points, okay. So we're 251 on force bolts. And we went up... Okay. I was sort of hoping that we would go up 5. But we're still within the 3. That 1-5 got me all spoiled, and I was like, oh, that'd be awesome. But since then, it's just been 3-3-3, just like before it was 3-3-3. The 5 was a weird glitch. Or I miscounted, that's entirely possible too. Come on, babe, go. Don't keep getting stuck, that's driving me nuts. What happens if we, go up here? Detail, none. Volume, none. Oh, it's still going to play the water because the water is not music, it's a sound effect. Why would you have the volume control the actual volume of all the sounds? When you can have the volume control the volume of some of the sounds. I don't know, man. I wasn't in the Sierra quality control department. But yeah, I can almost guarantee you the thing that's causing that, I can't prove it. I feel very strongly the thing that's causing us to bug each time we come here is the waterfall sound. Although, it's throughout the whole tree, and we only get the bug on that second. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't like that they created a flash for Dazzle because I would think that would be bad for epileptic players or players with epilepsy. I know some people who prefer to be called person with epilepsy and some people who prefer to be called epileptic person, and it's I'll try to do both. But I would think that would be an accessibility barrier. I don't remember Quest for Glory 1 or 2 for that matter having an actual Dazzle burst. So why did they feel the need to add that? I don't know. We probably should have slept in the trees since our hero was getting tired, but 274. We were at 78. And oh, there's another 5. 83. We're getting there. We're getting there. Man, it is just as slow as we thought it would be. And I am sorry for that. I also know that this is not interesting commentary. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I'm about to have to pause and go get some food. The real question is whether I should eat while I'm grinding. I guess nobody will mind if I end up cutting a few force bolt explosions. Because I'm not going to make you guys listen to... It's a potato hash casserole with you get a bag of, I always make this for, we had a neighborhood block party at my neighborhood, and I always make this casserole that my mom taught me for like family occasions. And so you get a bag of the cubed potato hash from like the breakfast aisle in the freezer section, right? And you throw in, it's like a stick of melted butter, yum, a tub of sour cream, the 8-ounce little tubs, yum. One of those 2-cup bags of shredded cheddar, yum. Oh, some cream of chicken soup, one of the little cans, yum. And then just salt, pepper, onion salt, whatever you want in that sucker goes in. And so then you cook it all up. So it's, you know, it's this potato and butter and sour cream and cheese and cream of chicken. What could possibly go wrong? Cream of mushroom if you prefer, but I'm a cream of chicken person. And then, like in the last little bit, you put cornflakes on the top. And the cornflakes are delicious. But they're also crunchy. So I'm not going to make you listen to me crunching. So I'm going to go check my food, and we will be back in a few minutes. And we're back. That was a very lovely dinner for me. And it was about 20 minutes exactly. That was with me going as fast as I could, although I will admit there was a kitten in the way. Kept trying to play with the hero icon. So we got our magic up to 300. Woohoo! Our luck has gone up. Our intelligence has gone up. Not as much as I would have thought for that much magic. But we did get it up. I did end up practicing Dazzle in the cut because I figure, hey, I've already killed one of those and they don't have any loot. I figured might as well do it while in a cut where no one would be watching. And that was horrible. I like 800 dazzles. And I'm not given to migraines or any kind of seizures. And even I feel like I'm going to have a seizure from the 8 million Dazzle spells in a row. So that was just a terrible design decision. I don't know what they were thinking. I did remember what... I don't know if you remember, but at the beginning of the game, our dad, the Sultan, gave us a gift, and it was class dependent. So for the Paladin, he gave us a shield, a magic shield. And I couldn't remember what the Wizard and Thief get. The Thief, I'm 98% sure, gets a grappling hook. Which is such a... If that's what he does get, then that's such a kick in the teeth, because there's almost nowhere to climb in this game. So it's like, thanks so much. The Wizard gets a magic spell from Keep On Laughing. And it's actually funny because it's wrapped up to look like a present, and the present explodes in your face because, of course, Keep On Laughing is a prankster. But the leftover wrapping paper... There's a dinosaur. Let's save our game. The leftover wrapping paper is... It contains a spell on it. And you learn this spell, it's basically a dancing light spell that you juggle them. Juggling lights, I think it's called. And it too would appear to be useless, but it's very pretty and cool. Oh, we got the beast horn. I don't know why we did that, but I guess we needed it for something. Maybe the apothecary? Oh, I know what it's for. So... You do end up using the juggling lights in a scene later on in the game. So it's useful. And it's very pretty. Fun to practice. It's even prettier in the fourth game. I'm kind of sad that we won't be picking it up as a paladin. But, if we import as a magic user, I believe it'll come along automatically like Zap did for the second game. Because it knows that, oh, you use magic, you're supposed to need this, you're supposed to have this. Okay. So, I would like, while we're grinding, no thanks, I've already beaten one of you. Oh, he's fast, isn't he? I never did get any of those hyena men that the Elder warned us about. I wonder if they travel only at night. We haven't done much night travel on the savannah. Done some in the jungle, but not much in the savannah. Apparently it's going to be tricky to get away from this guy. There we go. But I'm not worried because supposedly that increases our stealth. Supposedly. Can we get to Tarna without being interrupted by a croc? We did! It is almost nighttime, so we don't have much time to do what I came to do, but we have just about enough. Okay. I'm going to go take advantage of the dog again. which I do feel bad about. But, well, it's the best way to grind up our bargaining skills. I believe it's the best way. Oh my gosh. There we go. You're carrying so much you can barely move. Yes, we are. No, that didn't up our communication at all. Well, that sucks. And I don't know how long ago I saved. Well, let's try it. I don't really want to carry around a bunch of extra meat if it doesn't help my communication. Maybe we'll only get points for the first... Oh wow, yeah, that was a bad idea. So we're just stuck with them. Well, we'll give it to the thief tonight. So what do we... No, I don't like that. But I guess I'm stuck with it. Communication goes up when you click talk on yourself or say something, such as greet or goodbye, or when you bargain at the bazaar in Tarna. I would prefer to eat fruit to bushels and bushels of meat. Let's go talk to the fish seller. Oh, he doesn't have any new rumors for us. There's a funny little side quest, or not side quest, but side discussion with him, where his sister gets married, but I don't know, that hasn't triggered. I'm not sure if it's timed or... No, he just has the same dialogue options as usual. Oh, and there's our friend. And he doesn't remember that we talked to him, so that's a bit bugged out. But we'll give him some meat, and then we won't be overburdened anymore. That's not going as fast as I wanted. There we go, that's faster. Okay. 196. This would have raised our honor if we hadn't already raised our honor. 145, that's cool. If we hadn't already raised our honor by giving him coins that he didn't want or need. So let's sit down. It is a day of sorrows, golden sunshine. Khatib Makaram has died today. Oh no. Khatib Makaram was found lying by the edge of the river this morning. None know why he was there or how he died. I have heard whispers that Khatib's ghost was seen rising from the body in a dark cloud when they found the body, but I do not believe this. Khatib would not rise as a ghost. Even now his Ka is being weighed by Anubis, and he will stand at Sekhmet's side. Ka is the soul that will live forever. Anubis is the jackal-headed god which holds the scales of truth and weighs the Ka of the dead. Today I will serve you rice and fruit. We do not eat meat on mourning days. Oh man, that's really sad. We liked him. He was tragic and injured. And that's kind of weird, weird rumors about him, but you know, rumors are rumors. Why would something rise from his body in a bit of smoke? Certainly that wouldn't be the sign of any kind of demonic possession that might have been haunting him after an attack by demons in the jungle. Certainly. I do not think we are going to sit down because I don't want to wait for her to walk across the room. I don't believe there's anything we need to talk to Krisha or Rakesh about right now. And I don't think we need anything from the apothecary, so we are going back to the Simbani village. We are going to do something cheesy. What is it? Is it a... oh, it's a croc. I'm not really interested in fighting that. Well, I guess we should for the... we should for the combat points. I just don't like the combat in this one. 4 royals! Did we get any? No, we didn't get any weapon use. But we did get communication, and the strength went up, so nah, that'll do. I'll take it. Alright, come on, let's get to Simbani village without a bunch of detours. What is coming now? That sounds like an ant. Nope, no ants. We're not interested in ants. No ants! Habari Buana. And to you too, sir. Alrighty. And it's still day. That is what I was hoping for. Woohoo. Let us see if we can go speak to little Liban. He doesn't let you in his tent for the first, 3 days. But it's been 3 days. And now we can do this. You tell how you have come from afar to help bring peace to the Simbani. Then you will fight at our side, and the leopardmen will fall before us. Then there will be peace again. And now we're going to do that over and over again. 57. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now we check it. It didn't go up. It lied. Did it lie? Why would it lie? Did they patch it? That's the trick about cheesy things. Sometimes they get patched out, and I have no idea what for. Ah, it is going up. So it's just taking its time. This raises honor, communication, and paladin. So we could have, although paladin and honor are 1-to-1, so saying it raises the 1 is kind of like... Is it actually going up? I don't think it is. I tried to mix it up by throwing in some Tell About Shaper in there. Peace, Shaper, peace, Shaper, peace, Shaper, peace, Shaper. So I think mixing it up gives you the best options. God, this feels so cheesy. I'm sorry. It really just is the best way to up the skill. That's why it's a grind video. And it's going really slowly too. Okay, close your eyes. So there's some concern because the leopard men, oh geez, really? 269? Hold on, I'm making a note of the time. We will be back in just a minute. And we're back. That took more time than I wanted it to, not gonna lie. But we have cheesed our way to a 300 communication score. And let's talk to him while we're here. And you see a drum, and that's probably the magic drum that Yusufu was talking about. This drum is the Leopardman's drum of magic. It is the source of all their power. You ask how the Simbani got the Leopardman's drum. One of our bravest warriors, Mabuzi, was found dead outside the village gates one morning with the drum in his hands. He had been killed by magic. Mabuzi had been a dead man before he came to our gates. How he died, we do not know. Mabuzi had been missing many days before we found his dead body with the drum. He was a great warrior, and he would not die easy, but there was no sign of battle upon him. We are warriors. Magic is for weaklings and women. We do not permit magic here. The Spear of Death is the greatest weapon of the Simbani. It will kill whatever it hits. It be the pride of the Simbani. The Leopardmen be like night is today to the Simbani. They be darkness, hidden fearfully in the jungle. We be brightness, shining bravely in the savannah. We call all of the Simbani tribes to this place. Many, many Simbani will come, and the savannah will be covered with our warriors. Then we will go into the jungle. The jungle will be filled with our warriors. Then we will find the Leopardman village. The Simbani will defeat the Leopardmen. Their village will be covered in death. Then the war will be over. The Simbani be a proud people. We be warriors and herders of cattle. All the savannah be our home. I noticed that we can ask about the drum again. Missouri, we have talked well, young hero. We will speak another time. Kwaheri. So he kicked us out. What's going on? Hamjambo Mabwana. The crowd responds, Si Jambo Bwana. I have caught a story. The crowd answers, we will listen. It is all a lie. It is all the truth. Listen and learn. The crowd answers, "We will listen." There was once a people, a proud people, a people with the wealth of the land and their cattle, a people with a spear of death. One day, a thief came into this village and stole the spirit of death. The crowd answers, "We will listen." This thief stole more than just the spear. He stole the pride of the people. He stole the honor of the people. He stole the wealth of the people. This thief showed the people they had an enemy. There cannot be peace as long as you have an enemy. The crowd answers, "We will listen." Now the people be angry. Now the people see the enemy in every stranger. Now the people have lost the great wealth of peace. Now the people call out for war. They call upon friends to join them in war. They call out at the enemy to meet them in war. But the enemy does not speak. The crowd answers, "We will listen." So the people go to war against an enemy they cannot see. The people go to war against an enemy they cannot hear. The people go to war against an enemy they do not know. Who will win this war? The people do not know. The people know that without the spear, there be no wealth. The people know that without the spear, there be no peace. The people know that without the spear, there be the enemy. We will listen. The people will fight the enemy, and they will win. The people will fight the enemy, and they will lose. That is always the way when there be an enemy. That is always the way when there be a war. That be the story I found. The crowd replies, "We listen and learn. I now set the story free." The crowd says, "We will remember." The crowd breaks up and everyone goes back to their huts to sleep. Including us. I was going to talk to Uhura, but apparently that is not an option. So, not really thrilled about the fact that our... Can we hold something other than the weird stinky meat? And then we'll go into sneak and we'll look at our stats real quick. 245 vitality. So we've got magic maxed out. We have throwing and communication and honor maxed out. Climbing we will not be able to boost, even if we wanted to max it out. There's no climbing option. Weird developer oversight there. We couldn't pick locks even if we wanted to. Those don't really exist either. But we have 0, so nothing to see or do there. That leaves stealth, which we're actively working on just by walking around stealthily. And parry and dodge and weapon use. Those are the big ones left. And then, of course, our stats over here: strength, intelligence, agility, vitality, luck. We probably will have to grind these separately. I was thinking we would not have to grind them separately because in the previous games, we really haven't had to grind them separately, except maybe, you know, here and there the last few points. But here they're decoupled enough from the stats that I do, the skills that I do think they have to be grinded separately. Grinded? That drives me nuts. So it's day 15, and we are going to cut here, but after I talk for a little bit. So we got to talk to the Laban. Something weird is going on, obviously. He was very careful not to tell Rakesh about the Drum of War, and how that was stolen from the Leopard Men. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? That a warrior would just go out and be gone for several days and come back and have the Leopard Men's magic drum, which probably means a lot to them, just had it under his arm, and he killed over dead on the doorstep. Considering that we think there's demons arranging this war and trying to cause it, that does sound very suspicious. That just a single lone Simbani warrior would be able to go into the jungle, which is not their territory, not something they're familiar with, find the Leopardman village, which is supposed to be impossible, steal their magic drum, which is probably really hard as well, leave without anyone noticing him, and get all the way back to the Simbani village before something killed him dead, such that he couldn't talk about what had happened. To me, that's what sounds way more likely there, is that a demon stole the magic drum and grabbed and killed a warrior, and then dumped both of them on the Simbani doorstep, like, here you go, draw the conclusions that you want. Either way, whether it was stolen or a setup, the Laban has kept the magic drum, rather than try to send it back or use it to barter for the Spear of Death. He also didn't give us a timeline about which happened first. Was there a long period of time between these two thefts of the Spear of Death and the Drum of War? Or Magic Drum? Why do I keep calling it the Drum of War? We start singing a Pocahontas song now or something, from the Disney movie. How loud are the drums of war? Anyway, so I've had Disney in my head this week because this video won't go up until November, but it's currently October where I am now, and there's been all the news about Senator Warren and the name that the president calls her, and people on my Twitter feed have been sharing Pocahontas facts and demythologizing her. The Disney version did not do us any favors in terms of helping people understand history, because, whew, boy, I know Disney isn't known to be historical, but that movie was not historically accurate at all. So that's on my mind, and I guess that's why I'm saying Drums of War instead of Magic Drum. But anyway, we don't have a timeline. Did the spear get stolen, and then several days later the drum got stolen, or did the drum get stolen and then the spear got stolen, or did they happen in the same night? Those are some good and interesting questions that the Laban has been very careful not to answer. It's also a little worrying that he seems so intent on going to war when, according to Uhura, that's very out of character of him. He's supposed to be a guy who listens and takes his time and is thoughtful and hears everyone out. And he certainly isn't doing that with us. And he certainly isn't doing that we saw with a Storyteller, that guy was subtly cautioning everyone, saying that, yeah, the theft is a big deal and it's not a small thing, but in war you lose even when you win. People die. Families are ripped apart and destroyed. So there's a lot of people counseling the Laban to take it slow, and boy, he is just full speed ahead on this, which doesn't sound like him at all, based on what Uhura told us. So that's something to think about. Our job would appear to be to, in addition to the meta goal of my goal of grinding our skills up, our in-game job, as Rakesh gave it to us, is to gain the Laban's trust. And, maybe, I don't know, maybe he can give us that drum, and we can take it into the jungle and be like, woo, ollie ollie oxen free, I got a drum here, who wants to buy a drum? Going cheap, all it'll cost you is one spear of death, and maybe they'll trade it back and everything can be lovely forever. That would be nice, right? So that is the situation as it stands right now. When we come back, we are either going to grind our weapon use, which I really don't want to do at all, because the only way to do weapon use, parry, and dodge is to grind against monsters. We can either grind those, or we can start grinding on strength and agility with the tests around the village, the throwing target and the agility bridge. The problem with I'd rather start with those. The problem with starting with those is that both of those attributes, strength and agility, will go up as we train weapon use, parry, and dodge. So what I really need to do is do another grinding video where we go find monsters and just grind the snot out of them. I really don't want to do that because I feel like it's going to be super boring for y'all. It's super noisy because the sound of the monsters is something I can't bring down. So, you know, it's just going to be over and over headache of that. This sounds like a cat got his tail caught in a rocking chair. And then, oh, whoops, never mind, it's a croc. So, we ought to do that. I will go sleep on it and see if I feel any better about it in the morning. Probably what I'll do is just do another grinding video and just mark it that way. Obviously, this was the magic grinding video. And communication. So that was nice and lovely and good forever. And so once again, this has been West for Glory 3. My name is Anna Mardall. And I now need to go edit out all the bits where I chewed food into the microphone. And also a little kitten batted about trying to catch things. So, gosh, she is just... Cookie is very food motivated, as the vet put it. Chip is not food motivated. Cookie is food motivated. If you have food, she wants it. And I'm so worried about her because she doesn't seem to have any concept of heat being dangerous. So if you open the oven to get something out, she's right there sniffing at the oven. If you don't watch her, she'll get on the counter whenever you have the burners on and you're cooking something on the stove. And it's like, baby doll, you're gonna burn your nose. You know, and so she was right up in this casserole dish trying to stick her nose into it. And I was like, no, 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 no. That's hot cheese. That's hot, you know, sour cream. You can't, you know, I don't want her to burn her nose. But it's like, can she not feel the heat radiating off of this thing? She just has no concept of heat or pain. It's really weird. I've never seen it in a cat. She's just that food motivated. I mean, I thought her big sister was food motivated, but Cookie takes it to a new level entirely. So, but that is enough of me yammering on about my cats. Take care out there. It's a big scary world. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.